think I think there needs to be a cap and a time period involved. I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing if a kid leaves college his freshman year, ends up going to G League, and then wants to double back and go back to college before he ever touches the NBA floor. I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. I don't think there's an advantage. I don't think that, competition um is disgraced at all or affected. I think that there just needs to be a time limit, and I think there needs to be a period of time that you have to choose to do this and reroute the direction you went. I don't know what that time period is. Maybe it's 1 year in the G League. Maybe you can and maybe that's also affected by when you left. I think you count that G League year. So if a kid leaves as a freshman and he goes to the G League, I think you count that as his sophomore year. That goes against his college play time. So if you leave for 2 years, you can only come back as a senior. Something like that, man. I think it got to be something around them lines. I think there definitely has to be some structure to it. I think there has to be a timeline to it. And I definitely think there has to be a cap to, what a kid can do or when a kid can come back that's already played in the G League or maybe overseas somewhere after leaving college early. I think it just needs to be governed properly. I think it needs to, have some structure to it. And I think there needs to be rules applied to where you don't create a competitive advantage or put somebody in a position to where they got a certain a certain type of advantage from a player that that other programs don't have.